Hello, everyone. I'm here live. I'm going to announce this live on Twitch. Here, I will be posting this over to YouTube later, so people that have found me on there can find it. You'll have to let me know how the volume sounds here on it. But I'm here to announce the winner of the Don Quixote giveaway. Right, that is going to be this deck, the Don Quixote deck, which is a custom deck that I had made up. You get a nice printed one here, except it'll be nice and sealed up, not opened up like mine. But you get to see all the great artwork on here. Ooh, from this all this artwork that came from like an 1800 printing of the novel Don Quixote. So it's like old public domain artwork that's on here that I've just done some done a little bit of adjustments to make them look fancy there, just to kind of give it a color scheme. And yeah, this is a deck that was in the Playtesting Guild and the first unofficial Legends tournament. So, it's nice to have a deck here that's actually gotten a good bit of plays. This one, of all the decks I've made, this is the one that's probably been played the most. So, this is a good tested deck. Yes, Don Quixote. And I like that he's a nice deck that can like run across the board and be crazy and just, go and charge like mad across the board very quickly. But he's got some downsides that can be taken advantage of. But you get the deck here. You'll have to find your own versions of your own figures and health dials and stuff to use, but I will give you the deck if you're interested in that. You can find this deck on unmatched.cards. You can print it off at home and not have it as nice and professionally done as this, but you can find it on unmatched.cards along with a lot of other nice fan decks. So I encourage you all to go there and find those. So, yeah, what I did was I got on here and I told people to go onto social media and to post some stuff to convince me to give them the deck. And so, yeah, that's just what I wanted, was people just to post things. And so I'm going to show runners up on here. And then I'll show the actual winners at the end there. But first, I've got one thing that I've got to say. Because I showed this here, we have this nice sealed pretty box here. Your deck is in here, hasn't ever been opened up. It's still sealed and in the box with the plastic on it, as you can see, all in there. But I don't have one of these to give away. I have two to give away. That's right, so I'm going to be giving two away. That's right, I made more than just one extra copy. So I've got two that I'm going to give away. So there's going to be two people that will get this. So what is the novel about? Oh, okay. Well, this is a novel, and I wish I would have like pulled up the date that this was written, because this is really old. It was written in Spanish. Let me find the date here. 1605. So it is pretty old, which is why I thought it kind of fits in with it there. What it's about this man, Alonso Quijano, who had become really liked reading all of the old stories about the knights that were around before, that would go across and go and fight for people that needed help and stuff. And he just read those, and the thing about Alonso Quijano is that he was an old man, and he was a little insane, a little crazy, and so he he went a little crazy, and then he managed to like convince himself in his mind that he was in fact this knight Don Quixote, which is this name he came up for himself, Don being a title. So he was like Don Quixote, this knight errant that just, went across the Spanish countryside, trying to help people out. And he convinced this local farmer, Sancho Panza, to be his squire. So you've got Don Quixote on this old beat down horse, Rocinante, and Sancho on this donkey, just following him around, and him trying to trying to help people out and stuff. And like generally it's kind of a comedy because he's pretty bad at it. He's like, a few hundred years past knights going around and doing things. And he's also not particularly good at it, and a lot of times tries to jump into situations where there aren't really things that need to be done. He tries to slay these giants with these swinging arms that go around, and of course the giants aren't giants with swinging arms around. They are in fact just a windmill, which is why we have the windmill and the lance as his card back there. But it's an interesting read. It's been translated a number of different times, so there's different translations on here. This is based off of text from one of the older translations, so the card names all reference that. Also has been adapted into a musical, Man of La Mancha, which is very good. That's something that if you are into musicals and have a chance to see that, it's pretty entertaining. Well, let's go ahead and see some of these entries here, because I want to acknowledge these people who sent in things, even if I'm not going to end up using it. I know. So let's go through these. First of all, we're going to have Isaiah Stevens, 5942, who left a comment here on YouTube. Hey, I don't have any other media apps, so I'll be writing my submission in this comment. Unmatched got me to the board gaming hobby about 6 months ago. My family and I play just about every other night. We don't have many characters, but adding a Spaniard Explorer as part of the mix would be really expand our gameplay going forward. I too am planning on making some new characters to play and see how other Unmatched fans did it successfully. Could really get my mind going. I also know quite a bit about the Don Quixote novel, so being able to put a story like that into a playable fighter would be quite fun. Well, and that's nice to see you post that on there, and it kind of makes me wish I had more than just 2 of these to give away, because there's quite a few people on here that I really like your submissions, but I couldn't give them to everybody. Yeah, I know. I wanted to give them to everybody, but I can't give it to everybody. We'll look at 2 quick ones here from YouTube. I want Don Quixote deck to surprise my friends. We all love Unmatched. It'd be cool to try out a fan deck, but if I don't get it, hey, that's fine. And that was from Zach3423, and from Riley Pauschel. I want Don Quixote deck because I want to use this for my in-person Unmatched tournament. New fighters wanted. Oh man, he's wanting to use it for like a tournament. Man, that really makes me want to give it to him. But man, I don't have all those, man. Okay, it's like, oh yeah, he's the Windmill Knight. Yes, Black Lab, that is. He is the Windmill Knight. That's what he's known for, is attacking a windmill and getting beat up by a windmill. Let's see who else we got here. Oh, we have Takey17, also known as Tater Tots, also known as Wucknog Main. He jumped in the chat here for a little bit and said something and kind of ran off. Like, you can send it to me for a few reasons. I'll play with it. I'm moving to Bolivia, and Don is a well-known story there. That is true. I helped play test him. He did actually help me with a lot of play testing. Most people don't appreciate the story or even know about him. In my hands, he will feel loved. I don't want to have a toy uprising like in Toy Story from not using the character. Well, yeah, that's some interesting stuff there. But I also remember, Tay, you, when I first pulled out Don Quixote, you being like, who? It's like, you didn't know who he was until I made the deck. I mean, come on, man. You're trying to be like, I appreciate the story and even know about him. You know about him because I made a deck. That's why you know about him. Oh, yeah, but that's okay. Now, you're concerned about a toy uprising. that is always a legitimate concern. People are always worried about the machines rising up and AI becoming too powerful and taking us down. It's not the AI and it's not the machines you should be worried about. It's the toys. The toys are going to rise up. Most of them aren't going to be as kind as Woody and Buzz. You know, there's going to be some of them that are gonna be a problem sometimes. So yeah, you got to watch out for those. Okay, here's another person that I've had on this channel before. I'm pretty sure I've played some games against him on here. Chicago Twilight, who answered on Instagram. Very cool. If you send it to me, I promise to only play it against the giant fighters like Bigfoot and T-Rex, and never to windmills of I Am and Bruce Lee. Flurry of fists. Yes, yeah, he does seem to have trouble against windmills. I could make like a large windmill fighter to go against Don Quixote. Not really sure what his deck would do if we were to make that. I'd have to think about what that would do. Another Instagram, Iron Might. I can guarantee this deck will be played with my game group. It probably would be if I was able to send it to you, but once again, there's just not enough decks to go around and too many submissions. But I wanted to recognize all of you that didn't win it because, I wanted to give y'all a chance to, to be recognized on there. And some of y'all want to do some nice things when you want to play them in tournaments. You want to like surprise your friends with it. Oh man, that's amazing stuff, but I can't send them to everybody. I've only got the two. Well, let's go ahead and go to the winners here because I really feel bad about some of my runner-ups there, but that's what happens. Let's go ahead and take a look at the actual winners here. So let's get happy about the winners. Here's one that gave me a response on the Restoration Games Discord. And if you're a fan of Unmatched and you're not on the Restoration Games Discord, you need to find that. I'll see if I can put a link somewhere where y'all can find that, because that's a great way to be able to play Unmatched online, to see what's happening, to find more decks like this. You can actually get involved in helping people design decks. So yeah, that would be a really great thing. Okay, let's look at winner number one. That is going to be the Knight 618. It says, all right, Poindexter G, not exactly my finest work ever, but I present Don Quixote versus the Unmatched Universe. And yes, he does give us some artwork here, some wonderful artwork. We have Sinbad jumping in to attack Don Quixote up there at the top left. We have over in the top right there, Don Quixote and Sancho seeing a suspiciously abandoned coat and gloves there. Oh, there may be somebody around there. Of course, we've got over there in the bottom left, Dracula trying to do his mind control over Don Quixote, but it's hard to control the mind of someone that's insane. So, we'll see how that goes there for him. And the bottom right, my favorite one here, Don Quixote charging in. And of course, you can see what's going on with the lance there. That's the clever part. It's great there. So, yeah. Really taking advantage of the Houdini artwork there. So the Knight, once again, let me get back over here to the Knight 618. Congratulations. I'll be DMing you on the Discord so that you can get a hold of me. So that is, where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. So that is, my first winner there, the Knight 618. Now my second one, he has contacted me on, or not contacted me, he has posted as a YouTube comment because he doesn't have other social media. So let's, hello. Just a second here. My screen went away. What happened? Just a second. My screen went away. going on here? Where's sidecar? I don't know what happened. There's my second monitor that has OBS on it has like disappeared on me. Why did you go away? What did you do this for? That's bizarre. Okay. Screen mirroring. Yeah, now give me my... There it is. Now it's back. That's weird. You know, I wonder if like this went to sleep. I don't have the iPad plugged in, so maybe that was it. Okay. That is very weird. Okay. Anyway, so Aldinius took 9021. You could have been Aldinius took 90210, but you're so close and you left it off. But let's go see what we have here. Aldinius took 9021. His reasons here, firstly, it will definitely be used. I've been collecting Unmatched for a while and was even a big fan of its predecessor, Star Wars Epic Duels. That is awesome. You were a fan of Epic Duels. There's not a lot of us that have actually physically seen it. I've not ever actually physically seen that set. I've seen like pictures of it and know what's going on. It's really hard to get now because it's out of print. But that is, for any of you that don't know, that's the game that Unmatched was based off of. Okay. Additionally, I love Don Quixote. The story is lovely, as there are many derivative works of art and literature. I'm a big Gordon Lightfoot fan, and he has a song titled Don Quixote that is really good. Okay, now I'm not gonna say I'm a big Gordon Lightfoot fan, but like I'm aware of him, and there's songs of his and music of his that I like, and I did not know about Don Quixote, the song. I knew about the other ones like Sundown, Carefree Highway, and I've always thought that If You Could Read My Mind was like a really amazing song. Just lyrically, that is a really beautiful song. If you're into like 70s music there, which I'm into stuff that's like from before me. But yeah, I really like Gordon Lightfoot, and I had to like look up Don Quixote before this, and I listened to it, and it's been like running in my head forever now because it's a catchy little song. So that's nice. Going into some more here. 3, I want to support your designs and unmatched content. It's been fun watching your tournament games, and anyone making quality content deserves support. Well, I appreciate that. I don't know if I have quality content, especially with my games. I tend to not do so well with my games. You want to see the better games, you need to go find Darkblade on Twitch. He's got a lot better game. He has a lot of different people that play and a lot of really good games going now. He's been like doing a ton of all the bracket games that are happening before the big tournament there. So that's great to see. And of course, the last bit, he has this last bit here, he has given us a poem. Or Morin mount escapes of war, rides boldly errant knight of yore, to faint 'gainst foes of far-off tales, regrouping when his courage fails. What better man could e'er we find to fight such battles in his mind? A perfect hero here to new, and hordes of fiends he'll misconstrue. Some dinosaurs? Nay, dragons, sir. A Sasquatch? Fie, a mangy cur. A fellow knight? Well, that's all right. Some gifted teams? They want to fight? A fight I'll give where'er I go. By God, I'll take on any foe. Thus Don Quixote's here to slay, with madness charging to the fray. So yes, we have this wonderful poem here. So Aldinius took 9021, and my other winner there, the Knight 618. The two of you are getting these. So the Knight, I'll get a hold of you on the Discord. Aldinius took, you're going to have to just watch this video and hopefully get a hold of me. And the way to get a hold of me will be this right here. to the tabletop0@gmail.com. To the tabletop0@gmail.com. To the tabletop0gmail@gmail.com. Yes, oh, the Knight 618. He is in the thing here. Yes, ends up the Knight. I lied, and I have 2 copies to give away. So you get one, and now Dennis Took gets one. So you just DM me on the Discord, and we'll get that going to you. Aldenius, once I post this on YouTube, because I'll have to post it there because I don't know that he is on Twitch to see this. Once he sees this, you can do this. I'll also comment on on his post there, like, hey, you won, contact me. So hopefully he gets back with me. So anyway, that's what we got there with these. Real excited to get these out here and to mail these out so some other people can see these, because these are pretty awesome decks, and I had some pretty good submissions, and I really wish I had more that oh yes, big surprise that the Knight won a deck about a Knight. That is a good point, Biscuits. Yeah, I would like to have gotten to a lot of you other guys, because some of you gave some really compelling reasons, and I was like weighing like the compelling reasons versus the funny, and the funny won out, but it's still really good stuff. And that poem was really good. He was going to get one of them no matter what because of the poem. So anyway, you guys, hopefully on YouTube I'll be having some other stuff on there. Hopefully once Cloak and Dagger comes out, I'll have some content for that. There's been some delays in that getting out. There was some problem with the promo foils that they're getting away, and they want those to actually ship with them, so they're going to be doing that. He also has a windmill in your backyard tomorrow. Why are you don't leave the windmill up, okay? You have to fight that thing, okay? I mean, you know, you got to find a horse and a big stick, and you got to charge that windmill. I mean, that's how it goes now. I mean, you're kind of obligated to. But anyway, hopefully I will have some Cloak and Dagger content coming up. I will have an unboxing right away. The fighter reviews. Oh, taking it down is defeating it. Oh, okay, that feels much better now, because I was kind of worried that you were like getting rid of the windmill, and I'm like, no. Okay, but if you're going to defeat it, then yeah, definitely take that thing down. But the Cloak and Dagger, like I said, the unboxing video will happen. Hopefully the day that I get that, I can come in and do an unboxing video that night just to show that to you. The fighter reviews will be a little bit later, because I usually want to spend a little bit of time with the characters and kind of get some feel for them. And that's also something that takes a little bit of time to produce. I don't do a lot of these live ones like this. It's just for special stuff like this, and I'm not as good as like baked goods, where I can do the entire video in one single take. I have to edit the crap out of my videos to be able to get them done. So anyway, all of you, once again, congrats to the winners there, the Knight and Aldenius Took. We'll be getting a hold of y'all to get those mailed to you, and everyone else, we will see you around later.